Here's a question to mess with your mind before breakfast. If God knows the future, are we actually free? Or is everything from your next snack to humanity's grand finale already pre-planned, like some cosmic Netflix binge we can't pause or rewrite? Yeah, it's big stuff, but hang tight. I'm Theology Jack, your guide in exploring life's questions and mysteries. So let's start with what most people think when they hear God knows the future. Picture a supercomputer. Actually, no, a supercomputer with emotions. It's crunching data, predicting your every thought, your every choice, and even that embarrassing thing you're going to say tomorrow at brunch. Classic omniscience, right? But is that the whole picture? Because here's the kicker. If God already knows every detail of the future, doesn't that make it, I don't know, less of a future and more of a done deal? It's like reading the last page of a novel before chapter 1, only this time you're the character and you don't even get to know what's coming. Now, cue the theological plot twist, open theism. It's the idea that God knows every possibility, like a massive branching map of all the ways things could go, but doesn't know exactly what will happen. Why? Because, my friends, you have free will. Yeah, you. Sitting there deciding whether or not to click like on this video. God's up there watching you choose, not forcing your hand. Open theism says God is more like a jazz musician, improvising, responsive, always in the flow of the melody, but riffing on what's happening in the moment. Is this terrifying? Comforting? Honestly, a bit of both. Now hold on, because you're probably thinking, doesn't the Bible say God knows the end from the beginning? Yep, it's in there. Isaiah 46:10, for example, God says, I declare the end from the beginning. Boom, mic drop. But here's the thing. Is that a blanket statement about all of time? Or could it mean God knows where the story's heading in general? Like an author with a big vision, but leaves room for twists along the way. Maybe God's not writing a script so much as steering a ship, adapting to the waves, but still heading for the shore. Here's where it gets gnarly. If God doesn't know everything about the future, is God still God? And if God does know everything, are we just chess pieces in a game we didn't sign up for? This tension between omniscience and freedom is the theological tightrope that's been walked for centuries. Theologians have tried to solve it by saying God exists outside of time altogether. So God isn't waiting to see what happens. It's all an eternal now. Meanwhile, others, like process theologians, argue that God is in time with us. God is evolving, learning, experiencing with us. Kind of makes God feel less like a distant monarch and more like, I don't know, a fellow traveler. Okay, so why does this matter? Because how you see this question shapes how you see God. Is God a micromanager who pre-schedules every sunrise and sneeze? Or is God a creative partner in the messy, beautiful chaos of life? If God knows everything in advance, maybe that gives us comfort and uncertainty. But if God is improvising, then maybe your choices, our choices, matter more than we ever imagined. Maybe the future is a shared canvas, and Every brushstroke counts. The truth is, no one has a perfect answer here. But isn't that kind of the point? Whether God knows every single detail or works with the flow, the future is still unfolding, still full of possibility. And maybe the real question isn't, does God know the future? But how can I live in partnership with whatever comes next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything and might even include your question in a future video. And hey, click like just to be cool. And if you dig this kind of content, hit subscribe. Let's map ideas that can change the world together. Thanks for watching till the end, fellow explorers. Stay curious and embrace the mystery. This is Theology Jack, signing off.